Today we're going to talk and discuss about the Bong sound and how it's used. Okay, Bong sound is basically designed from the connection between anywhere from your opponent's or your wrist to the forearm, anywhere to your opponent's wrist to the forearm. The object of Bong sound is to try to deflect energy off, either from the top of the arm or from the bottom of the arm. How we do the Bong, it's very important. Okay, for us, it's done through the wrist. Like everything we do, its emphasis is on the wrist. Take it from the Soul and Tao form, if you watch. We take the hand going to the center like a tom, but we rotate the wrist from the pinky and the thumb towards the center line, making sure that this is to the center, your elbows out as high as your shoulders, in the shoulders. It's very important that we don't want to lift from the shoulders. And the reason why we lift from the shoulders, our shoulders disconnect from our body, and so when we take impact, it will draw itself back into the body, and you find that you have to push to fight it. You don't want to do that. If you got a guy who's 250 pounds and you're only 110 pounds, it's not going to fare too well for you if you do that. The way we want to do it is we want to project energy from the wrist and think of projecting it towards the fingers to steer, creating an arc. What that does is it intercepts the opponent's arm, and then at the same time driving forward, it drives the energy away, thus taking the pressure off the body and bringing it to the side. It's what we call converting energy. The object is to take the energy and steer it away from the body by making the strength, the pressure that the opponent pushes towards you, and guiding it to the side as opposed to trying to hold it to withstand a force. If you're trying to hold the structure while he's holding the punch and you're trying to push and you're putting it to where you're pushing against your opponent, that very action is an opposite equal reaction. So you can feel the energy come back if you're trying to push. The goal is to maintain pressure. So when you're intercepting a punch and the pressure is on you, if we say, let's say your arm can hold 50 pounds of pressure and the guy is at 40, you wouldn't have to bend. But if the guy's at 50, it's up to you to bend. If the guy's at 60, here the pressure becomes greater. It starts to crush us. So what do we do with the difference of the 10? Rather than let him come forward, we redirect, we convert the energy to a motion, whether it's up, whether it's sideways. Okay? So, and to turn, we do it through the waist, we don't from the shoulder. The shoulder, the changes in the pressure will cause you to collapse. The goal is to maintain what we call the COP technique, which means consistency of pressure. What does that mean? The pressure that we hold, we must maintain. We cannot increase it, we cannot decrease it. If we increase it, he can pull our energy. If we decrease it, he can crush us. Okay? For example, when I do a Bong sound like this, okay, and he punches me, and I create a Bong like this, if he's pushing in and my energy draws into my body as I turn, he can simply turn that energy in, creating a pressure towards the shoulder, and then get the strike out of that. If I'm bombing him and I try to hold the energy while pushing forward, he can take it and pull me and extend my arm and create a hit. Okay? The goal is the pressure that we have, and it's up to you. You can do 10 pounds of pressure, you can do 100 pounds of pressure. Whatever you can decide to do, that's what you got.